Deputy Speaker, the ACDP believes that there are three important things that government must do before our nation can start building a better Africa and a better world. Firstly, safety and security, order and discipline must be restored in our country. Crime is out of proportion and criminals appear to be in charge in certain areas. Since the beginning of this year, a shocking number of women and children have been killed in our country. A new evil has developed where women are raped, killed, and set alight. According to the South African Medical Research Council, every 8 hours, a woman is killed by an intimate partner. This is totally unacceptable. Secondly, corruption that has become endemic in our society must be eradicated. The looting of state resources must stop, and the current Zuma administration, President Zuma administration, must be replaced by an administration that cares for the poorest of the poor, and an administration that will ensure that jobs are created and that the economy grows. Deputy Speaker, we cannot build a better Africa and a better world when our unemployment rate is sitting at more than 28% and lawlessness and corruption are at an all-time high. Corruption is destroying South Africa's economy, employment opportunities, and investor confidence. It must be dealt with before we can start dreaming about building a better Africa. Thirdly, South Africans must be willing to learn from successful nations such as Singapore that managed to progress from being a third world country to a first world country in the space of only 35 years. Led by their Prime Minister Lee Kuan Yew, who was in office from 1959 to 1990, Singapore was transformed from one of the poorest countries in the world in the 1990s to being among the most advanced today. Key elements that enabled their transformation included the rule of law, efficient government structures, the continuous fight against corruption, and overall stability. Unfortunately, our country is lacking in all these four. Until South Africa gets a leader that is committed to social cohesion and non-racialism, this House will forever dream about building a better Africa. The ACDP believes that if we learn and apply the lessons of Singapore, then we will see a repeat of what is recorded in Genesis 41:57, where it says, "And all the world came to Egypt to buy grain from Joseph, because the famine was severe everywhere." Imagine the whole world coming to Africa for sustenance because of all the mineral wealth that we have. Deputy Speaker, the ACDP plans to apply the lessons of Singapore and to help restore Africa to a former glory where she once again becomes the breadbasket of the world. A few weeks ago, a Zimbabwean showed me an article that appeared in the Herald newspaper. It said that 50 years ago, Rhodesia, Zimbabwe today, used to send foreign aid to the UK. The question is, can Africa do that again? Send foreign aid to Europe? I believe it can be done. And lastly, the ACDP wishes Honorable Mkango future success and thank him for the 23 years of distinguished service in this House. And we wish him well. Tsamaya handling tate, with all of us.